February 1st, and it's about 60 degrees outside. Not much doing on the truck, but what I did get was the step well trim. I kind of keep an eye on things as they're available, and there's a guy that had these made, so he had them for sale. He had like 40 sets, and I have no idea when I'm actually going to get to this point of my build. So with a little bit of extra money that I had, I went ahead and got a set. You never know. You never know how fast I'll move on this thing. Okay, here's just a picture of a bed I did find, and this one is going to be for the 63. I found it. It's a long driveway for me, but I think it might be worth it. There's only a little bit of rust on one of the fenders, and it's got the steps on both sides. Plus, it also has the spare tire carrier, which I want with the correct fender. You know what, I'm gonna get it pretty cheap, like $500 I think, and you know what, that's pretty good for this condition. Of course the bed's all rotten out, the wood, but you know what, that's expected. Oh, there it is, there's the rust. It's got bashed in right there, and yeah, just a little bit of rust. So looks like I'm gonna go ahead and put my other bed up on I guess Craigslist and see if somebody else is going to want to buy it. And I'm going to go out on Wednesday and go pick this up. Alright, it's been a couple weeks since some of these videos that were taken. I did get a little dog a couple weeks ago, but unfortunately the dog went back to the rescue because he kept biting Diesel so bad that he would actually draw blood, and the little dog, he ended up having a lot of medical problems that I dumped a lot of money into, that it just wasn't working out, for Diesel. He kept getting bit in the, how to say this, but he kept getting bit in the pecker, and Diesel, being a non-confrontational type dog, he kind of just gave up and was hiding from that little dog, so the little dog went home. I'm out in the garage today. It is Saturday, I think, right around payday, so right around the 14th, I guess, I don't know, whatever that means. Who cares about Valentine's Day? It doesn't matter. I'm wasting money on that stupid crap, and I could be spending on my truck. Still working on the engine. It's at the machine shop. Nothing has come back yet. However, I did get some more pieces in for that and dropped them off over there. I also got in touch with a couple different people regarding a truck bed, and what I'm actually going to do is on Wednesday I'm driving out to go look at the red one and most likely take that one back. It's a step side, or what they call a flare side bed with the spare tire rack on the side, which is exactly what I wanted. So since I thought I was kind of going to get stuck with the wrong bed that I have here, I went ahead and started looking online, and I'll show you what I grabbed here, but I found some parts, and I'll also show you one of the other projects I'm working on. Hang on a second. Alright, what this is right here is the spare tire rack that was like a factory one from Ford for the style of bed I have. There's a bracket right here that gets bolted on. This is the stud that comes out, and then this will get attached to the bed floor right here, and that would go to the top of the rail. Anyway, that would go, I think, on this side here, and anyway, it would bolt from right here to right there on the bed, and the spare tire would sit in there. So if I was going to keep this bed here, that is what I was going to do. But looks like I'm just going to go ahead and put this one on Craigslist, even with the parts. I might even just cut it, cut it apart and then sell it individually, because I'm sure there are people out there that need bed sides, that they need these, because maybe theirs are just so destroyed, right, from getting damaged. I've got the end caps for these, which I can always sell as well. And the tailgate, I might just keep that tailgate. It's not in the best condition. It's over there against the bulkhead. Not in the best condition, but I might just keep it. And then what I'll do is probably just sell those pieces as well for what was going to be the bed. Anyway, so that's one piece. Right here is a new rocker assembly. because I started taking this one apart to take it and clean it up and get new pieces for it, and I don't want to deal with it. So I contacted somebody on the website that it's a forum board that I frequent regarding our truck, or my style truck, and the guy gave me a smoking deal on this. It was $50. I think he said $50 plus shipping. And it's been rebuilt. He said he had it rebuilt a long time ago. But if I was to get this through like National Parts Depot or whatnot, it was going to be a couple $100, and this guy stepped up since he was never going to use it, and he had it rebuilt a long time ago, and I intend to use the inline six. He made me a smoking deal on this. The Holley 1940, this one is in better condition than the 1904, so I went ahead and just bought a rebuild kit from Mike's Carburetor. You'll see his videos on YouTube as well, but I bought a rebuild kit for this one. And I'll show you this here. This is on the exhaust manifold. There's a little flapper in here for, idling, cold starts, whatnot. It's really not necessary to be in there for average driving. If anything, it could get stuck in the closed position, which would cause a lot of problems in your engine. So, honestly, I might just remove the flapper itself, leave the counterweight here, kind of like make it stay, or just leave it in the open position. And I'm going to have my local power shop guy, this week I'm going to drop this off. He's going to sandblast it and ceramic coat this, plus also the other piece. And let's see, another kind of odd job that I'm working on is this right here is actually one of my work hats. This is Smokey Bear style hat. It's what we call a campaign cover. Anyway, it's made out of felt, like a wool felt, and what I'm doing is putting some polyurethane on there. This is semi-gloss, you can barely tell, but what I'm doing is I'm painting it in there, both inside and on the bottom portion, to make it stiff. Because if you don't, even if you use the hat press, this part of the brim, I mean, it's pretty straight right now, but it gets pretty gross where it, it gets wet and it starts to wave, and it looks ridiculous. So the other one I have that was issued to me is over a year old, almost 2 full years old now, and it's been destroyed. So I went and purchased another one online, and I've got about 2 coats of poly on there right now. I'm probably going to put 2 more on there. It doesn't make it waterproof. It just it hardens it up so that it keeps its shape. So anyway, that's one project I'm working on right now. It's gonna stink like crazy when I go to put it on my skull for the first time. Actually, the first time I start sweating and thing, I'm just gonna die from the fumes. So I'm hoping to get the fumes like out of it here before I actually have to wear this thing in the summer for the sunset parades and whatnot. So. Alright, well, I'm just going to go ahead and close it off since I'm running out of space on my phone, and I still haven't even bought a new camera yet, even since I broke it when that shelf fell down last summer. So anyway, I'm going to update a little bit more later on this week, as let's say when I get to bed, or if I don't, and then also with any progress I make on the garage here. So I'll be back in touch. Alright, you guys have a good one. Thanks.